What's up, guys? Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles. Today I want to talk about a card and a program that I rarely ever talk about. Now, I have often said that I've been in the Marriott system before and I was not able to get the value that I wanted from it. Well, maybe now I'll take a second look with this new offer on the Amex Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. And I've also said before that Hyatt has the best loyalty program, Hilton has the best cards, but Marriott does have the best properties, and I stand on that to this day. And I also want to say that I personally like this Marriott card better than the card everyone goes cuckoo for, and that is the Ritz-Carlton card. Mostly because you can actually apply for this one right now. There are a couple other reasons, but I'm going to review the card today and talk a little bit about the Marriott loyalty program as it applies to folks that do hold this card. But first, if you like videos about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, or travel, consider subscribing. And if you get any value at all out of this video, slap that like button. And with all that out of the way, let's get started. Now, the card, again, is the American Express Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant. And before I go any further, this card is not for the casuals or part-time Marriott folks. This card is for the hitters. It's not for the Fairfield Inn and Suite stays. It's for the bangers at the St. Regis or the Ritz-Carlton. And a big part of that is because this card comes with a super heavy $650 annual fee, which is massive as far as credit cards go. $650 is a lot of money, but I'm going to show you how this card will easily blow that away in the first year. And you can decide how much value you would expect to gain in those subsequent years. In my opinion, this is one of those self-containing keeper cards, meaning it provides more value than the annual fee each and every year. But I'll let you decide for yourself. First things first, because with Amex, you know you're getting a spicy sign-up bonus. This one has a super high limited time offer of 185,000 Marriott Bonvoy points for spending 6,000, which is steep, but they're going to give you 6 months to hit that spend. That actually, in my opinion, makes it quite a bit easier. Now, let's talk about Marriott points. I've seen them valued right around 0.7 to 0.8 cents per point. Obviously, if you're cherry picking, which if you're planning your own travel, I hope you're picking the hotels, but you can definitely find better value than that if you keep your eye open. I have in the past gotten over 1 cent per point with Marriott points, and for me it was for the more economical properties like Courtyard or ACs. You could also transfer Chase UR points or Amex MR points to Marriott, although I don't personally recommend that. So conservatively, we can estimate this bonus's value to be around $1,300, which I think is a really good bonus. Now, remember, we need to cover $650 each year. This limited time offer does expire October 2nd. So if you're thinking about it, remember there is an expiration date on that big bonus. Now, speaking of bonuses, and I know a good bit of you guys are bonus hunting, that's why I want to bring up this insane offer from Moomoo. We're currently in the midst of an earnings season, and it is widely recognized that stock prices can be subject to fluctuations and changes at this time. Moreover, any major news that emerges can potentially affect the outcome of earnings season. How to take advantage of potential opportunities during breaking news? Well, I suggest using Moomoo, a sponsor of today's video. If you invest, this app offers 6 types of conditional orders, such as limit orders, stop limit orders, and more, which can help you manage your orders. And that means you can capture potential profits or implement stop loss orders without needing to constantly watch the market closely. It is also one of the lowest cost trading platforms with 0 commission for stocks, options, and ETFs. Exciting news. Right now, through my special partnership with Moomoo, if you deposit $1,000 and keep it there for 60 days using my link, you'll get 20 free stocks, 5 more than usual. This offer ends August 31st, so act fast. Terms and conditions apply. Be sure to use my link for that deposit. More details in the comment section. Let's move on to my favorite part, but is probably not this card's strong suit, and that is the earnings. This card will earn 6 times at Marriott properties, which I think is a little stingy, but we'll talk later about how that number will actually be a bit higher. The card earns 3 times at restaurants and flights booked directly with airlines, 2 times on everything else. Leading off the benefits section is the $300 yearly dining credit And this is broken up in a very Amex-like fashion of $25 increments per month. This is Amex attempt to make sure you keep this card in your wallet. And unlike most Amex microcredits, I think this one is fine for the following reasons. One, it's any restaurant, so you're not restricted, pretty easy. And it's one of the card's bonus categories. Maybe not the best dining card in the world, but certainly not the worst. And it ensures you kind of keep earning Marriott points to keep you on track. But I know most of you heard me say that I don't give issuers props for giving me my own money back. This card also comes with a free night cert after your anniversary and every year after that. And it's an 85,000 point certificate, and you can top that up if you need to. That can be used at some aspirational properties and a really nice anniversary trip every year. In my opinion, this certificate should easily cover your annual fee after that first year. But I understand that logic only makes sense if you like staying at very expensive properties, like me. Next up is actually my favorite part of this card, and it is Marriott Platinum status. I'm a huge fan of hotel status, even if it is frustrating sometimes domestically. So I don't want to get too far in the weeds with Marriott status perks, but let's quickly go over what you can expect as a Platinum. Normally, not counting credit card earnings, you're getting 10 Marriott points per dollar spent on stays. Platinums get a 50% boost, so that's 15 points. Factor in using the Bonvoy Brilliant, and it totals out to 21 points per dollar spent. That's not insignificant. You are eligible for room upgrades, and yes, it seems Platinums do get upgraded. Of course, your mileage will vary. Guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout is a crazy awesome perk that I love to take advantage of for an extra pool or beach day. Carlos really appreciates that. And at hotels that have lounges, you gain access, but this is participating brands, and Marriott brands are always tricky with what each has and does not have. There are a lot of other perks, but I'll finish up here with free breakfast with certain brands. Like I said, you'll need to do a lot of reading up to see which brands provide what. And yes, that is sometimes frustrating. Now, these are the main perks in my opinion, and we could really go on another 20 minutes on things like no foreign transaction fees, spending-based perks, TSA PreCheck global entry credits, Priority Pass Select memberships, most of the big league Amex travel and purchase protections, and 25 elite night credits towards that coveted titanium status. I also want to mention they have a program where you can book the St. Regis or Ritz-Carlton for a special 2-night rate. But if you're like me, you're not exactly paying cash for those properties, so it might not matter much. So for me, I would sum this one up very simply. Huge bonus. For $650, you're going to get $300 in food and a free night that we can very conservatively value at least $500. Add in the Platinum status perks, and I think this card is a top-tier hotel card, and it really makes sense if you're a Marriott loyalist. And if you are a super loyal customer, I would likely pair this one with the Amex Business Marriott card for some of those synergistic effects. Am I going to get this card with this elevated offer? I don't think so, but I have looked at it in the last couple of days, and I will probably continue looking at it. And I do think about it every time I walk past a Ritz-Carlton. My overall Marriott strategy would be as follows. Paid stays at the economical properties like Fairfield Inn and Suites or Courtyards, and award nights at the luxury hotels and resorts. So tell me what you think of this card. Are you even pro Marriott in the first place? Also, if you want to apply for the card, I will leave my personal Amex link in the description below. With all that out of the way, appreciate you, and I thank every single one of you.